It's just terrible.
It is.
Oh, and it's been terrible so far for the people dealing with Irma.
Yeah, you've got the recovery from Harvey in Texas. Now you've got Irma still moving toward Florida. Now, it's still possible that the center of the storm could stay off the east coast of Florida. But right now, the bullseye is somewhere in South Florida, so near Miami.
Yeah.
Very possible.
We're keeping those people in our thoughts, but not going to impact us.
Not at all. We've got 3 active systems in the tropics right now, 3 hurricanes. None of them pose a problem for us. So
Wonderful.
We're in good shape.
We actually have nice weather today.
And we've got nice weather today and for the next several days. Gorgeous outside. You walk out the door, boy, it feels more fall-like, and definitely for early September. Feels amazing outside, and the great weather is going to continue for the next several days. But we do have several systems out in the tropics, so we're going to start with Irma. Winds are at 180 miles an hour, so it is still a very powerful storm right now. At least the winds have come down slightly. They were at 185. Still moving north of the island, hoping that maybe some of the mountainous terrain would help to kind of disrupt the circulation. And it is still possible. It is now moving over or just to the north of the Dominican Republic and Haiti, but we're not likely to see much disruption because the center of the storm is still pretty far away from the islands. Now, the track is going to keep it kind of moving toward the Turks and Caicos, southern Bahamas, making that turn in, and it will make the turn, I promise, towards South Florida. Now, again, models still clustering a lot of the models are still clustering more east of Florida or right along the eastern coast of Florida. And again, you don't want to follow that center line because the air still could take it into the Gulf. However, it is more likely than not it's going to stay out in the open Atlantic, but then continuing northward toward Georgia as well as South Carolina. So it's not done yet. Even if it does make landfall in parts of kind of southeastern Florida, it is going to continue moving northward toward Georgia and South Carolina. However, as it does, it will be as a weaker storm. Making landfall in Florida, though, possibly as a Category 4 storm. We also have 2 other hurricanes out there. One is Jose. That is to the east of Irma. Now, this storm is likely going to remain out in open waters. Could kind of clip parts of the Lesser Antilles and then continue northward, kind of following in almost the wake of Irma, but staying off the coast. And notice weakening as it starts to make a little bit of a turn, kind of paralleling the east coast. Plus, we have Katia. Now, this is down in the southern Gulf of Mexico, kind of moving toward the Bay of Campeche, and we're not likely to see this impact any part of the United States as it eventually moves inland into coastal Mexico. So 3 active systems, but none of them posing a problem to us. We can enjoy the nice weather for at least the next 7 days, maybe going beyond that. It's 72 degrees right now at Kenner, a dew point 59, humidity at 64% humidity this time of the morning. Boy, that feels nice outside. We do have some 50s up on the North Shore. Bogalusa is at 59 degrees, 60 degrees at Slidell. It's 73 at Lakefront, 72 right now at Kenner, and 77 at Port Fourchon, even a little milder at Port Fourchon. We do have mostly clear skies, but a little bit of high cloud, and it's still kind of spreading over the South Shore and coastal part of the state because of this upper jet is still just off the coastline, or at least right along the coastline. Upper trough that dove southward, that's what brought in the cool, dry air, and it's that upper trough that is providing the weakness along the east coast that is going to start eventually drawing Irma northward. But what that upper trough did for us is bring down some drier air. Check out these dew points. This makes it feel so much nicer with temperatures starting out the morning 70s and 60s. We're going to be even cooler as we head into the next couple of mornings. So for the day today, beautiful outside, sunny skies. High temperatures will be in the lower, maybe some mid 80s, but it is going to be a very comfortable afternoon. And considering the fact that our normal high is 89, it's going to feel much, much nicer. Overnight lows getting even cooler with clear skies. Temperatures north of the lake will be dropping into the mid and upper 50s. South Shore temperatures 60s. We'll probably see more low to mid 70s near the coast. Water temperatures are still in the lower 80s, so they didn't drop quite as much. Over the next several days, though, check this out. High temperatures staying in the 80s, morning lows 50s and 60s. We'll see kind of a little bit of a climb on Sunday with our temperatures, and then another drop by Monday. That's actually because of Irma. Irma is going to reinforce that northerly flow over us and keep that cool, dry air in place. Another check of your pinpoint forecast is coming up in just a few minutes.